Even crazier is if you go on the Patreon, you can see how long people have been giving money in the exact amount over time. Wow. So you can go on someone like Kong, like we see Kong on there. That fool's racked up like thousands of dollars at Patreon. We're like,
really?
He can actually say, without me, you ain't keeping the JK lights on.
Yeah.
You're the only one, man. You guys been seeing what's going on with Doja Cat lately?
No, what's happened?
Well, not physically.
Not like that. I remember the red suit she had on. That was pretty crazy.
What was the red suit?
That whole like red diamond type of suit she wore.
Was it like the Sam Smith red?
She gets in trouble a lot, huh?
Show us.
Yeah, people get mad at her.
Yeah, this thing. Whoa. Pineapple juice.
That looks
Yeah,
uncomfortable.
it was pretty crazy.
Interesting.
That's wild.
Interesting.
You like it?
Not really.
No.
What is the theme?
Is that wrong?
What's the theme? Chinese New Year?
Doja Cat doing her, man.
Chinese New Year. She's trying to be a red packet.
Yeah, she's trying to be a red envelope where she's somebody's gift.
So right now she's been doing something lately that I actually think is pretty cool.
Drugs.
No, not drugs,
What's she doing?
but equally as interesting. So she's probably one of the first major celebrities that I've seen do this, where like she's basically losing following on purpose.
That's cool.
Wait, she's doing that for
Is she
purpose?
the one responding to people?
Yeah, so like she says, so she's got a fandom, they call themselves kittens the same way that like the BTS people call themselves ARMY, right? And then she says, if you call yourself a kitten or fucking kittens, that means you need to get off your phone and get a job and help your parents with the house.
That's a good
She doesn't enjoy the fandom at this level, and she's
She's like, you guys make the worst fans. Get the fuck out of here.
Get a job.
so far she's lost more than 500,000 Instagram followers, and she says she's never felt like more free.
That's tight.
Like, because somebody was even saying to her like, how dare you, like I guess they were saying I love you, and she was like, I don't love you guys, I don't even know you. And then they were like,
Kind of fire.
like the fans were starting to say
For someone to say that? Yeah.
and then the fans were even saying like, how dare you speak like that to us, you would be nothing without us.
See, that's hilarious too. Entitlement from like fans like that.
And it's finally like a celebrity that's actually in the mainstream that's willing to say, I don't give a fuck.
I don't know you.
Pretty crazy.
That is pretty wild.
Yeah. She's saying, she says here, seeing all these people unfollow makes me feel like I've defeated a large beast that's been holding me down for so long. And it feels like I can reconnect with the people who really matter and love me for who I am and not for who I was.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
It's like fighting against the industry. That's a fact.
Because I'm sure there's like a weird level of stardom that some people get where their fans almost want to like, I don't want to say control you, but they have almost too much investment in
Well, they also don't like when you change. And she changes a lot, you know?
You said what?
Like, Doja Cat doesn't look the same way that she did earlier, but like, so what, you know?
Oh, people were getting mad at her for like how she changed her appearance?
They'll get mad at you because you're not who they followed like originally.
Yeah, hardcore fans be about that too, and because they also like their whole world will revolve around that fandom, so they might like, you know, their friends know them as a fan of this person, and then so I subscribe to this person, but if this person changes into something that maybe like, oh wait a minute, I normally wouldn't be a fan, they feel like they've been threatened in some way too by the things that they've already, you know, shared in terms of their interests. So that's why so many like, and this we talked about this before, this happens in like the K-pop industry a lot too, right? Yeah. That's why they have to be a certain way. They can't tell people about their relationships because the second they're like, oh, I actually have a girlfriend, it like all those little girly fans will suddenly be like, wait a minute,
Right, you betrayed us.
you're supposed to be, yeah, you're supposed to be my husband.
And it's just like Jackson Wang's fans tripping over Anthony when he was interviewing them. Like, dude, it's just friends talking.
They think they're protecting
They
Jackson.
think they're protecting him, but like,
From the snake.
and then Doja Cat says, my theory is that if someone has never met me in real life, then subconsciously I'm not real to them. So when people become engaged with someone they don't even know, they kind of take ownership over that person. They think that person belongs to them.
They don't treat him like a human anymore. They don't see him as a
I think that's the main thing, is like, treat him like another human at least.
Yeah, for sure.
That's true.
Yeah.
I mean, we felt that on a smaller scale too, where we had weird fans like that would say they're hardcore fans, and then like some drama happens and stuff, and then like they immediately turn, pick sides, cause more issues, rumors, and it's like when a lot of those weird ones left, it became a way better channel. Like comments got better, like everything got so much better.
I agree, because I liked the people that talk to us, that are fans. They talk to us like people. They'll just send a stupid video and be like, "Hey, what you think about this shit?" And I'll be like, "That's tight." And I'll talk to them like, "We're just people. Like it ain't nothing that crazy." But in this level, it's like you think at that height you had to be more careful about it, but she's actually being less careful and being like, "Fuck it," because she says when a person changes drastically, there's a shock response that is almost uncontrollable. I've accepted that that's what happens. I have all the freedom in the world. And that's probably her thing. It's like if she wants to be who she is and she changes and everybody gets shocked and starts giving her shit, she doesn't have to take that.
But it's also funny that she is right about she shouldn't be your world.
Yeah, for real.
She's like, I'm just entertainment.
Right.
That's what I actually love about her, because it's like she's not also so full of herself where some entertainers feel like godlike.
Yeah.
And I can see why, because they're surrounded by yes people, they have people worshiping them, whatever. In her case, she's like, go get a fucking job, you loser. I'm not the most important thing. Don't worry about me. Dude, it's like my music, like my shit, okay? But then go on with your lives and do stuff.
Yeah, imagine being a fan of her and she says all that stuff and you take it so personal or you unfollow her and be like, I hate her now. Like, that's also a weird flip,
That's
too.
weird.
Yeah,
That's
right? It's like,
weird,
you shouldn't care about someone else that much. You should be worrying about you a little bit.
affected by somebody that you've never met.
Definitely.
Her fan pages with the highest amount of followings have deleted themselves.
Oh damn.
Pretty fucking cool.
I wonder how many of them are actually
Like,
going.
didn't that work? Didn't that affect like their income a lot too, as far as like
Yeah.
you?
She might be too big at this point.
Yeah. I'm sure she's fine.
Yeah, but also
Yeah,
you're,
maybe
like,
the
trading-
disparity is negligible at that amount.
Yeah, and also, too, it's like sometimes you got to shed some fans. Maybe that's going to give her a new life. Like
And it is a new type of news. It's a new type of headline for like an artist that big.
And on top of that, too, it's like you don't hear, when you're in that place of power, you never hear anyone say,
Hey, you know what's mad funny? If you
Oh, I love my fans. I love you guys.
and you have all the reasons to not do that.
Just to let you guys know, stop watching JK News, go get a fucking job and watch us at your work.
Yeah. While you make money.
Get a job so you can get on Patreon.
The funniest thing would be if this starts a trend and all these artists start saying, "Fuck my fans, I hate you."
Go get a job.
They all think it's gonna like work for them positively too.
How many of
work
those
for
fans
Eminem.
you think actually said, you know what? I am a fucking loser. I need to get a job.
I don't know, man. I really don't. I don't know how that works.
That's a lot of influence
I
right
think
there.
these artists are getting just tired because like of fans throwing things on stage, just being
Oh, dude, the
bombarded by
disrespect.
stuff. The disrespect now for performers. It's like I'm here entertaining you. This is essentially a show. There's a boundary that's been crossed. I think more so now than ever.
Maybe because social media did close in the gap. Because before social media, like, they were actual, like, gods. Like, superstars were superstars.
Yeah, they were
right? And
they were
was-
unreachable.
You can't talk to them, like, without getting through some middle person or whatever. And there was, like, a huge, like, mystery behind it all.
Right.
And they weren't always under the limelight
Yeah.
with every fucking thing they did. You know what I mean? Social media is just now. If you're like a celebrity under social media, you're just everywhere. Your fucking mom's in social media. Like
One little thing and it's just like a trickle effect. Now.
you could tweet something and 7 years later you get in trouble for it. You know, like
You didn't say sorry to this person. Or...
Oh my god, that's true. Yeah, you get shit dug up from like way back.
yeah.
This is why you gotta do the live streams where you do the NPC stuff. That's the new wave, dude. I love those.
Ice cream so good.
This isn't a similar thing, but it makes me think about it. I remember when like Lady Gaga, right? Obviously, when she came up into her like pop stardom and stuff, like the things that she was doing, the way she was doing it was so unique, so much flash and pizzazz and flair. Things that she was wearing, the way that she was dressing and acting, like it was very over the top, right? And it built a fandom. But at the same time, the second she got to a place of success, she like took a break. And decided to go back to like Broadway and singing like smaller shows and jazz and piano and like doing things that she really, really was about because she like found success from it. And I feel like that's kind of like sometimes the most ideal approach. Like in the way that the fan was kind of correct in being like, Doja Cat, you wouldn't be here if it wasn't for us. Like they're kind of right. You know what I mean? But at the same time, when you, as a fan, give somebody that power, they have the right to use that power. You know what I'm saying? Like you already gave it to them. So if they have like a a specific life that they actually want to lead after having been given such fandom from people, it's like all the power to them, regardless if you end up staying a fan of them or not. You know what I mean? Like, you gave them the money, like, let them make the choices. You gave them the attention, let them make their deal.
What happened to not allowing, but people are allowed to change regardless, just as human beings, but celebrities aren't, because we're just, we place them on this pedestal of like, this is the identity that I became a fan of, and therefore you're not allowed to change outside that spectrum. Yeah. But as a human, you're like, I want to change through different phases of my life, and you should be allowed to.
Right, it's natural.
I don't even know if people are allowed to change now, because they'll pull up a tweet 20 years ago that you said, and then they'll put that against you and be like,
Good.
You said you'd never change.
Yeah.
It's so simple.
You said that once, you probably still mean it. That's what I think.
Absolutely.
You worked with her before, right? Didn't you say you had a shoot with Doja Cat?
No.
Dua Lipa.
Dua Lipa.
Dua Lipa. I don't think Dua Lipa would say that to her fans.
Probably not. She probably wouldn't have to.
Yeah, she wouldn't.
But that's like the difference is that when you say like, if like, let's say you were talking to your fans and you said like, I wouldn't be here without you. I don't think that's talking to every kind of fan. I think some fans, you would still be here.
Yeah.
Especially like the toxic ones. Like, you could do without them, I think. And I don't think it would hurt you that much. Because I think that's a small but very loud percentage.
Yeah.
they're talking about all the fans from all over the years who came and went, but also gave time to share that experience.
Yeah, there's still a lot
Not
of people.
one fucker that's obsessed and diehard and stalkerish.
Exactly.
yeah.
There's still a lot of people who would quietly support your products.
You think one fucking stalker is gonna make their career? Like, shut up.
Bro, just like JK, like how many people sometimes will comment for the first time in like 13 years and they'll be like, hey, I've never said anything, but thanks for still being around.
You know what's cool on the account channel, like login end? We can see next to their name how many years they've been subscribed. And some of them are like 12 years, 13, 14, like. And so I know if they're lying, because they'll be like, I've been watching for over a decade, and I'm scrolling over, I'm like, that's been 8 years, liar.
2 years short.
Even crazier is if you go on the Patreon, you can see how long people have been giving money in the exact amount over time. So you can go on someone like Kong, like we see Kong on there. That fool's racked up like thousands of dollars of Patreon. We're like,
Really?
that's tight.
He can actually say, without me, you ain't keeping the JK lights on.
You're the only one, man.
Thank you so much. You're right.
We love you.